This is Ron Higgins with TigerDetails.com. I'm here at the Pete Beverage Assembly Center with a new Dale Brown court. It was dedicated tonight with Daddy Dale speaking at halftime. A great speech. Ended with 5 minutes left. Teams had time to warm up, so Dale did his part, brought it in on time. And the Tigers brought it in on time too tonight. Just a hell of a game. 65-60. LSU over LSU 23rd ranked over Kentucky. 19th ranked, I believe. The 13th, well, they're ranked. They're ranked lower. And put it this way, this was a game of just some wild and crazy runs in the second half. It was just unreal. I mean, Kentucky comes out, hits their, LSU's leading 35-30 at the half. Kentucky, I think, hits their first 35, first 6 of 8 threes or something like that. Okay, and then LSU gets on this 20-2 run. Huh? Where'd it come from? And where did Kentucky go? Okay, so all is good. LSU's in their chaos mode. Okay? There's nothing smooth about this LSU team, okay? It's at its very best when it's just absolutely chaos crazy. I mean, when they're running around, diving all over the place. I mean, almost like a dedication to Dale's first team, the Hustlers. Diving all over the place, creating turnovers, getting layups, nailing threes after not hitting some. It was just an astounding run. Okay, so they're sitting really pretty, and then Kentucky goes on an 8-zip run, cuts it to 1 point. LSU is doing their best to hold on late, but they're missing free throws. They're turning the ball over, trying to create something. And so again, it looks like, oh, well, here we go again. You know, the chaos is flipped the other way. Well, it flipped back the other way because I believe it was Darius Days tried to throw a full-length court pass to Easton, full-length court. And overshot him. Kentucky's big guy, Oscar, I can't pronounce his last name. I just know he's a large man with a big butt, okay? I just know that. He tried to save it, threw it in blindly, almost a half court. Kentucky couldn't try to save it there. Okay, so it ends back up with Darius Days, who started the play. Has a 2-on-1 break, feeds Easton, dunk. LSU's up by 3. Kentucky inbounds the ball. Pinson comes from behind, knocks it away from the guard, goes to Ronnie Wilkinson, ships it back to Pinson, two-handed reverse dunk ball game. Meanwhile, John Calipari standing there, going over there going, what just happened? I mean, you know, he wanted a timeout, but the referee couldn't hear him. At that point, it was like, well, I don't have a play in my bag for that many points, make up that many points. It was a phenomenal ending to a game. And I can't tell you how much LSU needed this game just to even it out. I mean, they've only lost one game this year. I mean, they're 13-1 and 1-1 in the league play. But after, you know, the loss last weekend at Auburn, 70-56, immediately there were people started doubting LSU if they were good. And the fact is they are good. But the fact is they played extremely dumb at Auburn when you come out and jack up like 13 threes in your first 18 shots and you put yourself in a hole. But what people fail to forget was that as bad as LSU played, they were only down by 6 in the second half at one point and could have won the game had they made some shots and again, played smarter. Okay, so, and honestly, I know Auburn's ranked, what, 9th, I believe, right now. They're an okay team, but they're not that much better than anybody in this league. In fact, this league is really, really, really even. I think you're going to see that. I think you've already seen that. Alabama's lost some games. Tennessee's lost some games. Kentucky's lost some games. LSU's lost one game. This league race is wide open. And LSU's sitting on the top of the league right now, but it's only 2 games into it. It's January. They still got a hell of a tough January schedule. They got Tennessee coming here Saturday. That's going to be a great game. When these teams get together, it's always a good game. You know, I don't know how much Tennessee's coach likes Will, Rick Barnes, and I don't know how much Will likes Rick Barnes. So it's one of those really kind of good, contentious matchups you love in this league. I don't think Will's going to call a timeout and say, how do you like that? He's not going to do that. He'll just coach this game. But again, tonight, you saw a very resilient LSU team. And really, it's kind of what this team's been about all year. They fight you to the finish now. They may not play great in stretches. You know, their ball handling may go AWOL. They may try to go too much one-on-one and try to make a play. They lose the ball. But by damn, they just get it back. They just dig down and they create, like I said, chaos. And this team is very comfortable in a chaotic state. And tonight, they won this game. It was a lot like they lost, I think it was 2 or 3 years ago, they lost to Texas Tech here. They blew like a 9-point lead late in the game, and it just crushed them. And they just went down the tubes. They had the game won. Well, tonight, they pulled out this game after it looked like it was almost gone away. They pulled it out, and you got to give them credit for that. So, it's a pretty good basketball school right now. You got LSU's men with 1 loss. You got LSU's women with 1 loss. They play South Carolina, #1 here on Thursday, and that should be packed this place. It's nice to see that people remember that LSU can play a little basketball, in men and women. It's nice to see that. It just goes to prove when you hire good coaches who recruit well and are great on the floor coaches, that you can produce a pretty good product. And when you don't have that, you're pretty crappy, honestly. And credit LSU for making the 2 good hires, these 2 head coaches. And so we'll carry on. I said more fun later this week. LSU women on Thursday, LSU men on Saturday. This is Ron Higgins with Tiger Details from the Pete Maravich Assembly Center and Dale Brown Court. You can say that now. After 25 years, we can say that. Thank you, Board of Supervisors, for finally getting something done. And thank you, Collis Temple, because if you're not on the board, it doesn't happen. Thanks, Collis. Good night.